just watch. I'm just gonna try it.
I am your guide through these vast new realities. Follow me and ponder the question, what if? Earth, June 1943. The Nazi army marches across Europe, leaving death and destruction. The Allied armies band together to create a new kind of soldier, a super soldier. At humanity's darkest hour, a skinny kid from Brooklyn became Captain America. After turning the tide of World War II, he made the ultimate sacrifice, restoring peace and saving this universe. But in another universe, a single choice created a whole new hero.
All this to make one super soldier.
Paris has fallen. London might be next. If this works, you could end the war. We mere mortals can only dream of doing such things.
He's so tiny.
Agent Carter, wouldn't you be more comfortable in the booth?
No, I'd prefer to stay.
There. That's the moment that created a new universe.
I push the buttons. I'm the buttons guy. Start! Get over it! Don't mix. We're gonna lose
I
everything.
think it's gonna have to jump up and down.
Do you know how much this costs? We won't get another shot at this.
Hang on.
He just got a terrorist attack. They ain't talking about trying to do
Get ready.
Well, I guess they only have this one chance.
Yeah, that's true.
What are you doing?
I'll do it.
Agent Carter, what are you doing?
This is our only chance. Now!
Start! Don't do this.
I told you to do it.
I'm gonna start anyway.
Like a girl on Jan Flash.
Right?
Oh no, she look a little muscular, don't she?
It worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then some. You won't be
And
eating
she's
those
like-
hills anymore.
Yeah, she look like a baby.
Yeah. She big.
Wow.
I'd call this an absolute success. What an absolute failure. $60 million and all the hope in the world down the drain. I was promised an army. I was promised peace and salvation. Instead, I get a girl.
I understand this is not the
Get a
desired
girl.
outcome,
Oh,
but I
jeez.
can be more than a human pincushion.
The SSR is under my command now. Be grateful you're in the room and not being brought up on charges of insubordination.
We were about to lose the entire project. If I hadn't stepped
Well,
in...
we did. Every last drop of that Dr. Erskine serum went into you. And if we get lucky, someday your blood might tell us how to make a real super soldier.
You have a super soldier.
Women aren't soldiers, and they sure do.
Are you seeing this?
Nice.
I knew you'd be a bit more covert.
It's just knocking everybody the fuck out.
Damn, that shit
Where have you been in my life?
The Allies must be desperate, sending in a fragile Fraulein to fight for it.
Right
need my shit if you do.
Nicely done.
3 hits.
What? Scheiße.
Exactly.
Shit.
The war's out there, Colonel, not in here. If we're going to win, it won't be with me stuck behind a desk.
Is this nuclear?
Are you listening?
You're an agent. You're not qualified for field duty.
Then you better promote me. Captain has a nice ring to it. I trust you know what to do with that.
Oh, I know exactly what to do with this. Ready to join the war effort, Steve?
The last intel report said the 107th hit enemy fire here, if your friend was taken prisoner by Hydra.
Bucky's unit is now 50 kilometers behind the front line. I can't ask you to go.
You're not asking. He's your friend.
The best one I got.
But even better. If we're going to take down Hydra, we'll need all the friends we can get.
I owe you one.
You owe me more than that. You owe me a dance.
You're gonna get it.
She's gonna have to go back in time and dance with him.
This is
Yeah.
nice. You mind if I have a go? Ow!
Oh yeah, that's a boy right there. Got him.
Since when did dames fight like that?
Since today.
Since today.
Are you the
Today.
107th? I'm here for Sergeant Barnes.
Who are you supposed to be? Queen of England?
Well, that's not supposed to be there yet.
Hold on. You can't even drive a car.
So a dame and a flying Buick. Okay.
Let's hear it for Captain Carter!
It looks a lot better than the Hulk did in the Hulk Buster.
To win!
In Infinity War, when he opened up.
Well, we're all very proud, especially me, Mr. President. I've always said
Yeah,
that
you're really
Peggy is a
proud.
real knockout.
You're such a liar.
He is a real knockout.
It's called the Hydra Stomper. Yes, Mr. President. Yes, sir.
Ah, Fräulein Carter. I was wondering when you might visit me. You're wasting your time. I will tell you nothing.
He told me everything. According to our German guest, Red Skull believes he can unleash an interdimensional force that will lead Hydra to world domination. And if that fails, world annihilation.
Talk about being a few sardines short of a can.
The Red Skull has taken cover here at Castle de Crake in the Black Forest.
No wonder Hydra targeted Rogers. You'd need the Stomper to get close.
Colonel, you're lucky to even be in the room. The Red Skull wants to destroy
Turn the
our
tables.
world. In many ways, he already has. I say, we return the favor. I say, we burn that castle to the ground. But if we do this, know that we might not succeed in ending the war. We might not survive, but we will stop Hydra.
I'm in. For Steve.
Yes, let's do it. We're Rogers.
Oh, I'm not a... You know...
Come on, Howard. We might need someone to push a button.
Howard.
That's why it's pushing her. She badass. Yeah. That thing is beast mode. My boy. You gotta be ready though. Yeah. Nobody made the suit out of
He just did
You
well.
okay?
Yep.
So it was
Good, because we don't have all day. Now where's Peggy? She drew the high card.
Yeah. Right where I was at.
Red, green, blue. Who paints a button blue?
Don't tell me the American Playboy needs help pushing buttons.
Teddy Lamar and I spent a weekend together, but she wasn't teaching me.
Steve,
Did you miss me?
every second.
I told you it was indestructible.
I knew that was about to happen.
You were saying, Howard? My path goes and this thing is holding it open.
And I'll push it back to hell.
How? Like, Here we go.
Sir? That's Captain Carter.
Where's Steve Rogers?
The war ended
That's 50 years.
almost 70 years ago.
70.
That's better.
You going to be okay?
Of course. We won the war.
Her one choice gave birth to a whole new history and gave the multiverse a new hero. As for me, these are my stories. I observe all that transpires here, but I do not, cannot, will not interfere. For I am the Watcher.
Alright, that was episode 1 of What If. Alright, that was a good rendition of the rundown of the first Winter Soldier movie, not Winter Soldier, Captain America movie. But it was a twist with Captain Carter on there. They went through all the same beats that the first Captain America movie did for the most part. But instead we had Captain Carter on there. And I like how they twisted up by it not being her getting frozen in the mountain. But instead she go through a portal, which still takes her through time, come back 70 years later just like Steve did, and boom. Now we caught up to speed with Nick Fury, and everything is different now. Everything is different. I like the aspect that we got the Watcher that's up there that's just milling around and just watching everything that's going on, as does his name and says. But can he do something? I don't know. But we're just going to see it through his perspective, I believe. But this is supposed to tie into other things, so we'll see how crazy this is about to get, because this is just a smidgen of changing things just with Captain Carter, which that's an easy twist.
I don't think it's going to be the same storyline, though. It's not going to just continue.
No, it ain't. I think that's done now.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a bunch of one-offs.
Now it's going to be different now. They just gave us the same first rendition because they showed us the little
No, I'm
switch.
saying I don't think it's going to just start from where this left off. I think it's going to jump to a whole nother timeline.
a whole other thing.
Yeah, I think they're going to be a bunch of
Different
one-offs.
one-offs.
I don't think it's all connected to this one.
Oh, okay. It's not going to just go keep continuing with different things popping off. That's cool, because like the Watcher said, he was like, hey, these are all different things that branched off, and this is just my stories that I've been seeing through. So yeah, I think it'd be really good to see all the different interactions of everybody and what could be the outcome to lead to the continuation of the saga that we got going on. But hey, I had a good time with it. It was very entertaining. Captain Carter kicked ass in there, and I just can't wait to see what they do next.
Yeah, I think in comparing this pilot, obviously, to the first 3 series, as far as WandaVision, Falcon Winter Soldier, and then Loki, very different tonality and very different just approach, because it isn't necessarily readily applicable to like our current situation. So I feel like it lends itself for you to sit back and have more so like fun and not take it so seriously. Yeah. Because I think it could get a little underwhelming, because we've been fed all these like monumental pieces of content leading up to this moment that really moved the story forward. I think there's going to be a bit of patience required in watching this series.
Well, especially if we have to relive some things that
are
seen.
just very different, and how things could have gone. Yeah, so I think there's going to be a patience required. I, for one, had a lot of fun with it too. I thought it was a good twist. But I'm just realizing within myself that's something that I'm going to have to recognize, as far as not trying to compare it to the other series, and also trying to be patient to really see what was intended with this show. Is it supposed to be just fun one-offs, or does it ultimately play into a larger theme? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I do like the potential of new storylines and introducing new scenarios. And I always like that thought process, like if you just made one different decision, how things would have turned out differently. Everyone, has those moments where they think about that. So having a show that really plays into that theme, I think will be really interesting, especially if they do some creative, different storytelling. But I think it was a great first introduction to that. But I think it does really prepare you to be like, be patient.
Yeah.
Enjoy it as it is. It's a bit different than what we've seen up until this point. So I'm looking forward to seeing where they go from here and how it ties into everything.
Yeah, me too, about that. All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk Reaction for What If, Season 1, Episode 1. And until next time, people, peace.